You see that? That's tip number one. What am I doing? I'm just watching. I'm just looking at you guys right now. Deep down, inside of the lens, hitting the sensor, transforming the information of the light coming in the sensor into a picture. It's the eyes, the look, the stare that you have as a character. The eyes are everything. They are the gateway to your soul. They're everything in entertainment industry. You can have an ugly face or a distorted, strange, weird looking body and not being beautiful at all. But if your eyes work, if they transport energy, emotions, feelings, thoughts, and precision, direction, tension, then you have captured the essence of being an actor in front of the camera. It's the eyes. If you open up the eyes and let the audience in, they can project everything onto you, onto your character, into your eyes. Trying to interpret what you look is really telling what's going on inside of yourself. And of course, this isn't a staring contest. Michael Caine said it beautifully in Acting and Film. Not to twinkle too often, not to move the eyes too often and too rapidly and too hasty. That means that your character is strong, that it has fundaments, that your character is in charge, that he's controlling. Even if you are playing a low status character, even if your character is fighting and in a low status position and not the protagonist of the movie, of the script, still your eyes, they transport everything. You need to keep that contact. So my tip number one is to really exercise that craft of staring, of watching, of looking deeply, of letting people into your life and not being afraid, of letting them in, of letting them interpret your view, your glance, your staring, your observing the other people. Your eyes are the first portal to your success, the first gateway. For the audience, your eyes are like the gatekeeper, the bouncer in front of the club who's standing in front of the club. Because depending on how you look, like literally, on how you are looking at people, they will decide whether they like you or not, whether they find you interesting or not, whether your story has something interesting to tell. So again, whether you're low status or you're high status, your eyes are telling a compelling story. Let people into your eyes and exercise this technique first and foremost, because your body can move, it can be hinged over, it can be slightly looking and facing somewhere else or telling another story. Whatever your language does, right? The content, whatever the author has given you as speech, whatever the monologue is actually saying, whatever your lines are that you're looking at during the audition, right? The eyes tell the story. So exercise telling a story with your eyes. How do you feel? Are you melancholic today? Are you frightened? Are you aggressive? Are you contemplating? Are you thinking? The eyes will tell what's going on. It's show, not tell. It's show business, not tell business. It's a very technical class instead of the usual stuff that I'm recording for you, which is more inspirational, more thoughtful, and more philosophical, and more about general tools that you can use. Today, we're getting to the nitty-gritty, to the essence of now we're shooting. So what am I supposed to do? If I lose my mind, if I lose my lines, if today is not my day, at least I can rely on my eyes. I can rely on what my look is telling. Some actors just made a career because of the way they were looking. And I'm not trying to diminish a career of Henry Fonda or Charles Bronson or all these great actors from the past, but they really heavily relied on their look. And that is okay, that is a legitimate thing to do. Or Michael Caine. Think about Michael Caine. You wouldn't say Michael Caine is the most body intuitive actor out there, right? He's not somebody who is known for great athleticism or action movies. Nonetheless, he played an incredible variety of different roles, engaging in all sorts of characters, because he was always believable. And the first truth that he was, giving out, he was impacting the audience heavily with his look, with his glance, with his stare, with the way he was watching and observing, the way he was constantly progressing and not twinkling too much, having that relaxed stare. Your eyes can tell so much. Camera acting goes through the eyes. The camera is flirting with your eyes, with yourself, with you as a character. So flirt back. Nowadays, I feel like people have lost that ability to flirt. Everything is so functional. Let's get there slowly. Take your time. Approach this like a loving relationship. You have to wow for the interest of the camera, of the lens, of the sensor, of this optical display that is catching every nuance and every detail of your face, of your mimical expression. And the eyes are the most potent messenger out there. What do we observe when we are not sure if our counterpart is lying, or if he's, generally speaking, telling the truth, or if we can't believe this incredible story? What are we searching for first? We're searching for any glimpse in the eyes, right? We're searching for the truth. The eyes tell us if the other person, if the counterpart is telling the truth or not. If something sounds too good to be true, where do we check that? We observe the eyes, because the eyes usually are telling what's going on. And vice versa, if the eyes are hiding all the time and deflecting and not looking, then that's a different story. When you sit there or when you stand there during your audition, make sure to know exactly how your eyes are functioning, how they're working, what they are transmitting. Observe yourself. This is something you can do on a daily basis. It costs no money, and you can implement it right away after this video, after watching this video. Just look into the mirror and look and observe. And try to understand what kind of emotions do I get from this look or that look. Is he truthful? Is this character for real? Is she meaning what she's saying, or is she hiding something? Is there a deeper meaning to that? It's all there. Before we speak, and we are so obsessed about speaking and telling and showing with all the instruments that our body has given us, let's try to reduce everything to just that part here, just to that rectangular, beautiful, Technicolor 70mm frame, right? Let's try to focus down like a laser, everything sharply, and condense everything to this rectangular space here. It's the eyes before the body and the language and the word telling what's going on inside of the character. Even if the character is hiding something, you still can look at the counterpart, right? You still want to deflect that, and you can do that by saying something, but by meaning something else, and the eyes show whether one or the other fact is true. So acting tip number 1, exercise your eyes. And there are some great exercises, physical exercises you can do with your eyes. You would be surprised. It's still a muscle. It belongs to your face. It is embedded in facial muscles. So you can exercise your eyes of doing all sorts of weird movements and twitches and twings, and try to really kind of push your boundaries of what your eyes can do mimically and what you can transport. And if you believe yourself when you're looking into that mirror or looking into that lens, or have some friends or some family, some company, people who know you, come in and watch your reels, or just have a dialogue with them and let them see what's going on in your eyes, and let them judge and let them tell you this doesn't feel real. You can exercise this right away after this video. What is your look precisely saying? Are your eyes really telling what's going on inside of your character, or are they telling a different story opposed to what they are supposed to tell? If that makes sense to you guys, please let me know in the comment section below, because this is truly fundamental stuff. Never have your eyes be worried or weary or tired. As much as you can, have a fresh look and a fresh start into the day when you're auditioning. Be there, active, proactively, open. Because if you open up your eyes, you're letting also emotions in. You're not just letting emotions out, you're also opening up for the counterpart. So you are way more affected about what the reader, about what the casting director, about what the director is telling you, what you're saying to you, if you let it in instead of deflecting it or closing down. If your eyes are not proactive, if they are not integral part of the reading process, then you won't admit yourself to absorb all the informations, conscious informations, and also subliminal informations. Because if you have your eyes wide open, you're getting in all the information. You're also catching and getting some nuances, otherwise you would have missed. And sometimes that subliminal message that you're receiving, that transmission, that is sometimes the key detail that kind of tips your audition towards success. That is sometimes that missing little thing, that nuance, that spark that makes the whole thing stand out.